So, um, why is this so delayed? Hmm? Anyways, now what I should probably do is boost it. Anyways, man, it has been some time since I last streamed. This is gonna be a bit louder, sorry. Yo. 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 Hmm. Hey. That barely became louder. Weird. Yeah, it has been a little bit since I last streamed. Because performance anxiety, to put it plainly. For those that remember, they probably remember a more scuffed microphone, which had been replaced, and I just realized that I had a gaming engine that can run any game at max performance. Like here it's barely at max performance, you know, but who really cares about shadow and if the water looks a tiny bit less, you know? But this was always one of my major goals. Since I had quite the journey through video gaming already, I coached some people. I got dope ranks in many games, even in games that I consider myself really bad in. Like I'm not a shooter gamer. I'm a strategist. The main reason why one saw me often on shooter games is because they were story based. Yeah, so when I'm a StarCraft 2 gamer, and when I injured myself and wouldn't be good enough to perform at the level that I wanted, and I was already struggling. Like my main thing was not actually playing the game, but outsmarting everyone. Like I could barely break 88 APM in the game, but I was able to compete with Grandmasters. And I mean a 40% win rate. And 40% does not seem like a good one, but it is godlike for someone with only 80 APM. And this is more to get myself warmed up to the whole streaming thing. And also a thought I had on my mind to explain why APM actually are extremely important. And the next best thing I can think about in video games is frame rate. Each time a frame happens on the screen, it's an event where you can see something and react to something. So if you have a lower frame rate, you will have less chances to react to something. Like let's just say a red light, could be a laser pointer, could be just a street light. And if your frame rate is not around a certain number, you will definitely be more handicapped. One of the things where I learned that really hard was Armor 2 Arrowhead Daisy mod. Because back then I was only able to run that game at 18 frames. And then I discovered streaming, and everyone had check PCs back then, so just giving up 3 more frames to be able to stream and then running it on 15 frames, that was an experience, I tell ya. But I noticed there that even so, when the game would lag or I wouldn't be able to see something, that my soldier would still get moved by me on the map. Even so, like I couldn't confirm the movement with what I was seeing, but I still was. The game wasn't really freezing for me, as the pictures were. So I was able to move in certain ways where I would not be able to be handicapped. Still be able to progress. So now to make the connection to APM. Like I said, you have, let's say you have 30 frames. That are 30 instances where you are capable of reacting to something on your screen. And APM stands for actions per minute. Those are the actions you put into your computer. Like 10-finger typewriting, for example, is way superior to the 2-finger hacking system most of us are using. But if you invest the time in learning to use both of your hands, all of your fingers, all the mobility, agility and stuff, you will be able to type words way faster. Suddenly you will be able to type 120, 180 words per minute instead of 60, 80 or whatever. But in games, especially in like strategy or top-down games like Diablo or League of Legends, the APM is important to react. Like you see something coming onto your screen, a flashing that's probably a white or red flashing, and you know this is not normal, but if your APM is low, the instance as to where you will be able to input the order will be also handicapped, since this is probably quite the blessing here, because I can follow this with my eyes quite accurately, but my mouse will never be able to be exactly spot on unless I sit here for an hour or two and try to follow this bouncing little bit. And that is basically what APMs are. Your capability of reacting to something inside of a game. Because a button needs to be pushed when it needs to be pushed, because there is already a latency between your finger and your brain. And your eyes definitely can have less latency than your fingers and your brain. But the thing you need to learn in like StarCraft-like games or Command & Conquer-like games is keeping your APMs high. Because in example for for shooters you need a more fluently focused system. Like, I think Counter-Strike is still, or Call of Duty is still one of the prime examples of that. You want to hold a certain angle because your teammates are gonna hold a different angle, and so you secure a territory. So you will be looking at a wall or at a corner, having a crosshair at a certain position, and then when the opponent comes, you see him, you move your crosshair, you shoot. But in strategy games, you often want to learn a certain rhythm of the game. That rhythm goes with a beat, and that beat is reflected in your APM. Like in StarCraft, it was you wanted to always look at your resources, your main screen, your minimap, your hotkeys, your resources, your main screen, your minimap, your hotkeys. And this rhythm would get interrupted by other events, but it would already eat a certain amount of actions per minute. So how do you guarantee that you would have extra actions left over to compensate that new event? Like, for example, someone has a transport vessel and wants to drop some bad boys into your production facility, you know? And that is where you need those extra APM for. And what you need to do to be quickly and not confused when reacting is raising your APM to probably double your normal amount, best even triple. So the average gamer that just plays for fun is probably an APM range from 20 to 60. But I will orientate myself on the 60 person, and just because the APM you should have while you're trying to win should be around 120 to 180. Because that just shows you how wide your attention span actually is. And I even seen people in League of Legends suddenly reaching 200 APM, just so their fingers do not get tired, that they will always be warm. It's the slang for it, that you know it in sports, that you need to warm up your muscles before you run a marathon. If you don't do it, your muscles will suddenly be starving of energy or even combust, because the resources need to be started to be transported to the muscle first. Like, that's, for example, why you don't get afraid before you get angry, because adrenaline has not reached your muscle groups or your brain groups. So you first need to pay more attention till your juices kick in. And that's why you need a higher APM in a strategy game. To open up slots for extra actions. And the best gamers up there that are master, grandmaster, they are capable of having a lot of spam APM that they can just contribute to other actions on the field, which is really freaking amazing. Man, that was horribly explained. I used to do these things for a living and way better. Man. that's why I'm highly critical of things, because I know what it was being up there and competing with these high APM players with 240, or you compete with a Korean that spams 400 APM on a bad day, and I'm there. I have my 80 APM. The reason I'm competing with a 40% win rate, which is extremely high since they have way more attention slots than I had. I just knew everything they would do. Not a single action they would take would come to me as a surprise. And normally that would result in a way higher APM, because everything you would do is automatic, right? But that was the weird thing. Even so, I started training, building mechanics, remembering, auto-remembering stuff. My APM would never go higher. And there was only one strategy that once allowed me to reach 120 APM. Yeah, the 3 expansion, 10 minute, 200 supply roach rush, which was batshit fucking insane. Till I created something I'm very proud of till this day. Even so, the dumbasses out there are not using it anymore. Even so, it's so good, it doesn't even cost much, but it costs a lot of APM. They probably fuck up way too much their building rhythms, but on the other hand, just put in another week of training to get it right. Yeah, instead of what we are doing already. Yeah, reactor Hellions. Man, that's my baby right there. It got bastardized, busted. It got deconstructed in a way that would make it round as the Slayer opening, because there was an esports team in Korea that was called Slayer. I do not know, I have not kept up with the scene, if they are still around, or how they are doing, but they took what I had and made it a double reactor opening. But they would use it only in very specific cases, especially against the Zerg, the mass unit production enemy. But I would spam that shit against anyone. Because if you get those Hellions in, like, the race is called Terran, and Terran normally want to wall off their entrance. But against a different Terran or a Protoss, it would mostly be useless, since it will only help you against melee units, but Protoss and Terrans have access to ranged units very early on, so they could harass that wall and cost you a lot of resources that way. So they often in those matchups you wouldn't wall off. So, but I was like, the Hellion is the 3rd fastest unit in the entire game, and the 2nd fastest unit for the majority of the game. Certain units get upgrades to deal better with them. For example, Zerglings are slower, but the moment they get speed upgrades, they are way faster. The other units that you would see early on is the Stalker, especially the Blink Stalker, which is not faster than a Hellion, but the sudden jump through blinking could raise the threat level a lot. But the window where I would use this extremely fast AOA unit, area of effect, Hellion shoot in a straight line and everything in this straight line gets damaged. Yeah, that's area of attack, not effect. Yeah, attack. That's why I said AOA. Just didn't remember the correct meaning. Yeah. So if you have a lot of light, weak units, you need to shoot 3 fire beams and you have 2 Hellions. Yeah. Fun times. And then if your mechanics are well built, you will build everything you need in the background anyways. Dude, that is such a mean bastard technique that I made back then. Holy fuck. So, anyways, it's time. Why is this not adjusted? So oh, it gives me all the options. Yeah. Well, Crysis, the normal remastered, is a game I have been playing a lot. Not a lot. Crysis in general is a game I have played a lot, but the remastered version I already had 2 instances of playing it, so I probably will be mute most of the times. And yeah, I haven't used my CPU to stream in a while, so I'm also wondering how this will turn out. But other than that, this is Crysis. Hope you enjoy.
They're rounding up civilians outside. We found something buried in the rock. This discovery could change the future of the planet. The Koreans don't know what they're dealing with. Please.
Man, this is Sky Chief, Red Angels 25, bearing east. Getting some radar interference. Looks like an electrical storm brewing.
That's a negative, Sky Chief. Nothing on our side. Skies are clear. Over.
Roger, Command. Must be a malfunction. ETA to drop zone 3 minutes.
Hey, Nomad, you still with us?
Okay, listen up, gentlemen. Intel reports a significant military presence on the island. We have the element of surprise, so let's use it. The North Koreans can't know we're here.
They won't even know what hit them.
Can it, Psycho? Pay attention. This is a covert operation. Our job is to locate and evacuate. We're not at war here.
Not yet. What?
Prophet, do we even know if these people are still alive?
That's what we're here to find out. We lost contact with Dr. Rosenthal A week ago, when the Korean military locked down the island. 2 days ago, we picked up a distress signal from the team's research vessel. Someone down there wants to be found.
Raptor team, we're beginning approach. Stand by for green.
All right, gear up. Masks on. Once we clear the plane, form up on me. Shoots on my mark.
Green in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go! 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 See you guys at the LZ.
So, Jasok's got us chasing archaeologists now? And this'll be a cakewalk.
I've heard of this guy. He must have found something big to buy all of this heat.
Whatever. $50 says this Rosenthal ain't the real reason we're here. Look it up.
Okay, that must have been
Team,
it
stay
now then.
focused. We got limited intel going in. Opcom's being moved to the USS Constitution. Until they're 5x5, we're on our own. Shoots on my command. Go!
What the hell? You see that? He lost his chute.
My chute's gone. My damn chute is gone. I've got no main, no reserve.
Keep it together, kid. You're over water. Your suit should absorb the impact. Nomad, what's your status?
I'm okay. But my HUD scrambled. What the hell was that?
I don't know, but you missed the LZ. Make your way to the beach.
On my way.
Did anyone hit the LZ?
You guys are all over the place. Check in.
Psycho here. Down and on the move.
Justice down. Proceed to LZ.
Aztec, I have negative visual feed from your unit. Report. Aztec, report. Damn it!
Prophet, I've made it to the beach.
You hit the water pretty hard. Some of your suit functions are offline. Let me run a quick diagnostic. Your video feed is breaking up. I'm gonna try to recalibrate. All right, your suit checks out. You're back online. Still no word from Aztec. Nomad, rendezvous with Jester and head to Aztec's location. Check your objectives display. Make sure your silencer's attached. Careful, Nomad. Enemy contact up ahead.
Maximum strength. Engaged.
Where? What?
Engaged. Maximum speed.
Prophet, this is Aztec. You copy?
I read you. Give a sit rep.
Something took a swipe at me on the way down. I'm caught up in the trees.
Okay, Aztec. Hang tight. Help's on the way.
Nomad, up here. Sneaking a peek. Come on, let's get to Aztec.
Prophet, I'm not alone out here.
What have you got, Aztec?
KPA, four-man patrol.
Have you been compromised?
Negative, but they're close. Wait, something's...
Aztec, talk to me.
Padre Santissima!
hell happened here? You hear that? I don't like this, man. Shit, son of a bitch!
Tester, report in. What's Aztec status?
Dead, boss.
Damn it! What the hell is going on out there?
I don't know, but I don't think we're alone out here.
What have you got? KPA?
Negative, sir. We got 4 dead Koreans, but there's no way Aztec killed them. Something else took these guys out. Tore their bodies up bad.
All right, pay your respects and move on. Rendezvous at the landing zone.
What about Aztec, sir? We just gonna leave him hanging here?
Negative. I'm gonna vaporize. We can't allow the Koreans to get their hands on that suit. Stand back.
Damn it. I never get used to that. Adios, amigo.
Jester, take care of his equipment and cover our tracks. Nomad, move out to the LZ.
Got it, boss.
I'm on it, Prophet. What the hell was that?
Maximum energy critical.
Hold on, I'm seeing movement ahead.
Speed.
Switch to cloak mode.
Engaged.
KPA patrol. Deal with them. Nice.
Engaged. Maximum armor. Maximum speed.
Nomad, I just lost our comsat to JSOC. Our whole tactical display's down. The KPA must be using a GPS jammer near your location. Find it and take it out.
Copy, Prophet. I'm on it.
Cloak engaged.
We spotted KPA patrols down on the beach. Use your binocs to tag them before you run in blind.
I see a large transmitting array. That must be the jamming station.
Maximum speed. Engaged. Maximum speed. Engaged. Energy critical. Maximum armor. Engaged. Maximum speed. Engaged. Maximum speed.
Good job. Tac system back online. Proceed to the LZ.
Energy critical.
The LZ is overrun. Psycho and I are moving to the signal location. Nomad, there's a checkpoint blocking the path up the valley, so deal with that first. Transmitting the coordinates now.
Energy critical. Maximum speed. Maximum strength. Maximum speed. Energy critical.
Everything suddenly went red, and I don't know why. Gonna have to check the VOD real quick. This does not make any sense. Yeah, it makes no sense, but I can do the cheap way of fixing it.
Engaged. Energy critical. Maximum speed.
Nomad, find cover! Your suit's taking damage!
Engaged. Maximum speed. Engaged. Maximum speed.
You're taking fire! Switch to armor mode!
Engaged.
Listen up. We've tracked the distress signal to a valley 3 clicks due east. Psycho and I are inbound. Get to the rendezvous, but be advised. Enemy forces are dug in deep.
Copy, Prophet.
Energy critical. Maximum.
Okay. Let's just go back to the ways they were. Go back to NVENC and stuff, because this is... I have nothing to grab here. You know? Because... Where's my stat track? Yeah. I no longer have a secondary graphics card, as you can see, but like my GPU was only 70% out. My CPU is barely even moving, and I don't mean in this window. I mean when I go. Why are you not capturing? What the frick? Bruh. Okay. Da-da-da. Like real quick. Just for reference. You know? I can see this.
The LZ is overrun. Psycho and I are moving to the signal location. Nomad, there's a checkpoint blocking the path up the valley, so deal with that first. Transmitting the coordinates now.
Hey, I'm not an NVENC, so why do I have missed frames? You know?
Maximum speed. Engaged.
Nomad, find cover! Your suit's taking damage! You're taking fire! Switch to armor mode! Listen up. We've tracked the distress signal to a valley 3 clicks due east. Psycho and I are inbound. Get to the rendezvous, but be advised. Enemy forces are dug in deep.
Copy, Prophet.
Makes no sense. So, be right back.